Okay, Josh Freeman, he has some blame into this, but I gotta blame also James Middleton. Because he was the guy who produced everything and it like that. He could have at least stepped in and did something about it. John Worth at least came in and said something. Maybe said, okay, if you guys don't want to work with Josh, I'll take over. The writers will take over. We'll figure something out. You know, we'll do something together. Or maybe because all the money that Highland Corporation or whatever, or company, whatever that company is, Highland Corp, whatever, I can't pronounce the name. Because they did this, and they were also putting heavy money into Terminator Salvation. Which I think, in retrospective, we should not have got Terminator Salvation. I'm pointing to this right here. We should have got that. Instead, I would have liked another season of this, or at least, a made-to-DVD movie that would have wrapped everything up at least. For fuck's sake, in my humble opinion. At one point, I do remember, I guess during the summer of 2009, I heard they did want to make a made-to-DVD movie, and the cast was willing to come back and everything. I think Josh Freeman was even on board at one point just to wrap up the story, at least to put everything to please everybody. Until Haglo Clan or whatever the fuck the company name is, declared bankruptcy because they invested so much money on Salvation, which maybe that's one of the reasons. The more I think about it, this is better than that, really, because this didn't sink the franchise. That movie sank the franchise. So that's why I could watch that movie. But part of me as a fan, as a definitive fan, that's not a definitive movie of the fans. This is definitive. The T2 is definitive. T1 is definitive. To the source. T3 has its problems, but I could watch it. But T3 didn't sink the franchise. T4 did. So my optimism for them finishing this story has left me. I've had hope. 2010 I had hope, but it just seems like now the people that have the rights to the Terminator now, they're not interested in this. They're not interested in Salvation. Their big fucking plan is to block out T3, block out T4, and do something involving time travel and get Arnold and Linda Hamilton back in the loop. That's their big fucking plan, which I think is a dumb idea. Really. If you're not gonna attempt to finish this story, don't do nothing at all. That's why people say I'm a hardcore fan. Obviously, you know this by 3 hours into this. I'm a hardcore, or at least before that, knowing how much of a fan I'm into this and stuff. But rewatching the show again, it brings me a little sadness. I mean, it's good to see these people again. It's just the sadness of not knowing they're never gonna finish this. That's the sad fact of it, you know. Yeah, never gonna finish this. Josh Freeman gets the blame for it. James Middleton gets the blame for it. For investing so much into Salvation. They should have took all that money they invested in Salvation and put it into this show. Or at least get it away from Fox Network. Because I do know that in 2010, SYFY started re-airing episodes, but it was too late for that. So they stopped airing them. I would have loved to see if they would have continued it. That's why I get so jealous of Stargate SG-1. Showtime had it, then Sci-Fi took over and they got it. Then they got Stargate Atlantis. And I'm jealous of 24. People say they were trying to sign petitions to get the show back on the air. Actually, you know, I signed one too. Didn't work. Because, reason being, sorry. You get something to drink. Reason being, because, you know, it wasn't a Fox property. It was a Warner Brothers property. And everything like that. And there was no more money because Haglo Clan, whatever, they owned the rights to it, and when they bankrupt, the rights went up for bid. The people that got them now, they don't know what the fuck they're doing with it, and that's sad. I mean, the cast members, I've seen the interviews with them. Summer on many occasions had said she would have loved to do on season 3. She even mentions there was a good idea for it that she was excited to try to come back for, but then when they got the news that the show was axed, there's not much they could do about it. Thomas Decker's willing to come back. Lena Headey, everybody. The only person I think who wasn't too shabby on the show, because he had a lot of problems with Josh Freeman behind the scenes, was Brian Austin Green. I think there was a thing on the commentary. Summer talks about how how when they were filming that episode when he gets killed, his character, how Brian Austin Green was saying, "I'm happy I'm being killed. I'm happy I'm being killed," and Summer goes, "But don't say that. I'm happy I'm being, I don't want to work with Josh." So there was some kind of thing behind the scenes between both of them. Maybe because Josh Freeman's an asshole. Who knows? These are my humble opinions. Yeah, you get a bad vibe from that fucking guy. So that's what it is. My optimism for the show has left me. I always try to be optimistic, but it's hard to do that when the people that control the rights now don't even want to look at the show. And it got a fan base. It got 7.5 on IMDb. People still love the show. You know, they say it does things that Salvation or T3 failed to do. And I know why. Because T3 and T4 were made for money shots. If that makes any sense. That's it. For big giant robots that look like Decepticons. For this, for that. For all that money that went to that CGI rendering of Arnold. And the whole scandal with Christian Bale cursing out on the set or whatever. That's what people talk about Salvation. They talk about Christian Bale losing his temper. Christian Bale as John Connor in retrospective, I don't hate his performance because he had a shitty script to work with, but, you know, McG was the biggest mistake they could make. And McG acting like he's Michael Bay, talking a lot of bullshit. You hear things about rewrites and this and that. Jonathan Nolan wrote one draft of the script. They filmed some stuff. They had to reshoot some stuff regarding an ending people hated and stuff. Like, I can understand off the bat why people yell about Salvation, why people yell about T3. It's understandable. I can understand it. I can't hate the films wholeheartedly, like I hate Alien 3 and stuff, but I can understand. But if someone's telling me, would you rather have seen T4 or another season of Chronicles? I would say another season of Chronicles. I'm sorry. I'll be honest right here. I'll say I like that better than that movie. But I can still watch that film. But the show, in retrospective, granted, there's not that many standalone episodes except season 1. But it's a good series. I mean, it makes me sad that these actors and actresses haven't gone on to do nothing since the show wrapped up. Which breaks my heart. Because it shows they have talent here, you know. Robert Hall, of course, has gone on to do Laid to Rest, and he's found success with that shit. And his company, Almost Human Inc., with their practical effects and everything like that. Uh-oh, turn the rise up. No, that. But anyway, I guess I'll leave it alone now. It's almost going to be 4 hours into this. Thank you for staying with me all this time, listening to me talk on and on about this series. But I had to do something special. After all, it's an anniversary, you know. I've been on YouTube and everything like that. Just the episodes I wrote down. But thank you all from the bottom of my heart for tuning in. And once again, no fate's written, but we make for ourselves. Have a good night, and thank you all for watching. And if you want to, please give the show a watch. If you like to, it's up to you. I would like to hear other people's thoughts on this show sometime. I don't know if you guys will take this type of dedication I've done, like 4 hours into this, almost. But thank you all for watching from the bottom of my heart. I missed the show, and I'll leave you guys with a little bit of the... Do I have the score here? I doubt it. I think I might have closed the shit. No, I don't. Okay, I'll leave you all with a little bit of the score here.